So one more thing, since after Sitaram Goel and Ram Swarup and Sitaram Goel, the voice of India is almost stagnant and not going very far. What do you see the legacy of Voice of India and these two great men? Is it going on? Or
Well, you have to understand, I think Ram Swarup passed away in 1998
yes,
and Sitaram Goel in
2003,
2003. And then Sitaram Goel's son passed away very shortly
very soon,
after
yeah,
that.
within two
And
years.
their whole operation was run mainly by them. So the succeeding people could only just keep books in print or occasional new thing. And then their very success limited them in a way. Because after 2000, 2003, there were so many other writers taking up those ideas that the emphasis on Voice of India and the fact that these two figures were no more faded into the background, but their ideas expanded. And then people today tend to associate an idea in the book that they read, not necessarily in its origins.
Origins, yes.
So there are a number of the writers out there who are basically
Using the
taking on
work, yeah.
the ideas of Ram Swarup and Sitaram Goel. In fact, the whole Hindu intellectual movement is taking things from them. And some of their writers that some of us are still writing, even Meenakshi Jain, you mentioned, Conrad Elst, etc., Francois Gautier. So these other things are coming out, and now they're also coming out with other publishers. And over the last few years, more mainstream publishers, like I've been publishing with Bloomsbury, Penguin has taken up some things. Sanjeev Sanyal is another one. So because of the success of their ideas and the fact that they never promoted their personalities, not like
yes.
Gurudev.
They were very particular about it.
Yeah,
Yes.
so that the ideas have continued, but the association with them has kind of faded in the background, both because of the lack of resources in the Voice of India publishing company, but also because other people have taken up these concepts. And I've also noticed that overall, people's memory about writers is short. Just as the writing gets shorter. For example, they weren't on the social media. I only picked up the social media a couple, 2-3 years ago because I had ignored it. Then I saw that if you don't get into social media, you miss a certain audience. And then they never had anyone who could really promote them.
Yes,
And that was an issue. But they have also, I say, they're still very strong in certain RSS currents. And there's a number of the books have gone into other languages. So the legacy is there, but the attribution to them is not entirely there.
Okay.